the owner of EatingPrimal. So, Matt, can you hear me okay?
I can, yes.
Perfect. So we've got a series of questions we want to ask you and get an idea of your business. And, I've kind of already looked into things, but first off, I want you to kind of just tell people a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and the business concept in just short as we go into it here.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Matt. Matt Atkins. I was born and raised here in Denver. Spent some time on the West Coast, some time on the East Coast. A little bit of time down south, and I ended up back here in Colorado about 7 years ago. I've got 4 kids. My wife has 2 of her. We have a blended family. I started this business about 5 years ago, EatingPrimal, and it was really kind of came from a need in the marketplace. Really, there was really nothing like that existed in the marketplace. I was working a 9 to 5. My background is in IT. I was in the IT world for about 12 years. I started out on the help desk, worked my way up to through the ranks and up to a network engineer at my last job for an advertising agency. And that job, I kind of ended up working myself out of a job. We consolidated data centers, saved the company millions of dollars, put server rooms into big storage containers on the East Coast and West Coast, and then they gave us all the apps once that job was over, and they outsourced everything that we did. So I kind of worked myself out of a job. I had the idea for the business about 6 months before I was laid off. Really the biggest thing for me was just not really having any healthy options available to me at work in the office 9 to 5. Really anything that is available is pretty fast and not really all that good for you. So that's kind of a background on me. I didn't really have any business background. I didn't have a food service background. I didn't even have a nutrition background. Matter of fact, I was about 40 pounds overweight when I started the business. So I was kind of the right time, right place, and 5 years later, here we are.
Wow. Okay, so that kind of cleaned up some of the questions. I answered one of the questions was how do you get the idea of the concept, but can you kind of go into what triggered you guys to start, EatingPrimal?
Yeah, so it was about 5.5 years ago. I had just recently started CrossFitting. Like I said, I was about 40 pounds overweight and knew I needed to do something. I was, not only was I overweight, but I was increasingly unhealthy. My joints were hurting, just unhealthy altogether. And so I started CrossFitting. I decided that was going to be the way that I was going to get back in shape. Pretty soon after we joined, we started a 6-week paleo challenge. I have no idea what paleo was at the time, but I am super competitive, so all I knew was that I was going to win the contest. So we kind of dug into what paleo is. Pretty simple. I mean, really, it's just meat and vegetables. It's cutting out, gluten, dairy, sugar, that kind of stuff. So it was more about what not to eat than it was about what to eat. So like I said, super competitive. We jumped right in with 6 kids, most of them kind of young and in the house. It was hard to bring them in on that journey with us. We found ourselves cooking 2 meals, one for us and one for them. They didn't want diet food. They wanted Chick-fil-A and that kind of good stuff. So what we decided to do was figure out how to make the foods that they enjoyed but make them healthy. So Chick-fil-A, for example, we found out what they marinate their chicken in, which, by the way, is pickle juice. And we made our own Chick-fil-A. We made it with coconut flowers and coconut shavings. We fried it, and the kids loved it. After that 6-week challenge was over, we had about 10 to 12 recipes that we had made in the house that our kids enjoyed, and we continued cooking like that for some time after. That's kind of where the idea came from. It wasn't easy. Meal prepping isn't an easy task, that's for sure. I found myself spending the majority of my Sunday in the kitchen cooking and getting ready for the week, and it just wasn't sustainable. So I was actually on a business trip, and I read in a CrossFit magazine about a single working mother up in Washington State who had a lot of the same challenges that me and my wife were running into. And very similar story. She started a paleo challenge at her CrossFit gym and found it difficult to bring her kids along that journey. So she made some recipes that her kids liked, and her friends ended up enjoying. And she ended up starting a business very similar to the business that we have. And in the article, it said that if you live in a major city, one of those services exists. And again, I was working 9 to 5 at the time, and I was pretty much eating Chipotle 5 days a week, sometimes twice a day. I like Chipotle, but a little bit of variety in my life was something that I was looking forward to. And I was very surprised to find that there wasn't one in Denver. So that's kind of where the seed was planted for the business. I kind of came home, and again, I was working a 9 to 5. I had kids. I wasn't, entrepreneurship really wasn't on my agenda at the time. I kind of needed that steady paycheck. So yeah, the seed was kind of planted there, and actually towards the end of my last job there, I even taken a couple more steps. I had gone to a couple of CrossFit competitions and saw that really there was no good food options there at the competition. There was a food truck, but it wasn't healthy at all. I kind of started reaching out to some of the CrossFit gym owners that were having competitions, asked them if I could share some food at the competition, give free food to their volunteers in return for, kind of getting the word out. That's kind of where it was. In my conversations with CrossFit gym owners, there was a lot of interest in what we were doing. So that's kind of where it all started.
Nice. That's awesome. So now you were working already a 9 to 5 kids. How long did it take you to cut back on work the 9 to 5 and just go full time with Eating Primal?
Well, I got laid off. I had we'd already served food at one competition by the time I had gotten laid off. So really the next day I got laid off. I went home, my wife and I, we kind of talked about what the next steps were if I were to just kind of update my resume and go get another job, which I would have been able to do. But instead I decided to take that, my sister had some experience getting some small businesses off the ground out in California. She helped them with their business plan, got them up, helped them with financing, and then did their books after they got off the ground. So I went to my sister with the business idea in the hopes that she would help me get a business plan together. And she liked the business idea so much that she invested and asked me what I needed to get it off the ground, and we were up and running a month later.
Wow. So after you got started and you're, let's say, 2 months in, what were the sales like, from month 2 to month 12?
Man, it was like drinking water through a fire hose. Here in Denver, like I said, I was super surprised that there was nothing like that existed here in Denver. Being from Denver, I know that Denver is a healthy city. The fact that there wasn't anything like this. And CrossFit is, even 5 years ago was big. There's a CrossFit gym on every corner. There's a CrossFit competition happening almost every single weekend here in town. So that was super surprised. And so, the model that we used to start, most of these CrossFit gym owners, they don't have a ton of nutrition experience. They know, however, that if their membership, if their athletes aren't eating well, then they're not going to see results. So, when I walk into a CrossFit gym, my service is a value add to most of these CrossFit gym owners, and they know that. So they open up their membership to me. So when I went and offered to serve free food at competitions, to these CrossFit gym owners, they were all about it. So, and I ended up serving food and, selling food to my exact target market. So as long as I was bringing food that tasted good, they followed me out the door. I did paleo a couple times, and, I had customers following me out the door. So, the first 2 years of our business, finding customers wasn't the challenge. Being able to get all that food out the door was my challenge.
That's that's a good thing to have, though. Good problem. So, okay, so there's a lot of, being in the fitness industry myself, and, hearing about meal prep companies left and right, I know there's some people that, had a little bit of a disturbance with one of the companies kind of closing their doors down at several locations. Maybe you can kind of tell the whole system on how it works, on the whole location aspect of it. 'Cause, that was new. I never even heard of that before. And I found that very interesting. So can you kind of lay it out there so the customer would understand how it works, and for, other locations that might be interested in hosting your services?
Yeah. So tell me again, what were you asking me to explain? I'm sorry, you cut out there in the middle.
How the locations work.
Yeah, absolutely. So from a gym standpoint, it's super easy. So what we partner with gyms, and for us, those are called drop-off spots. So right now we've got about just over 30 drop-off spots across the Denver metro area. Most of them are CrossFit gyms. We have a chiropractor's office. We have a health coach's office. But for the most part, they're gyms. So we deliver twice a week. We deliver on Monday mornings and Thursday mornings. All of our food is fresh. for one. So it's not frozen, so that's why we deliver twice a week. So the shelf life on our food is 4 days. So first of all, our food is fresh, delivered fresh, and it's also ready to heat and eat. So it comes fully prepared. There's no preparation involved. They come in a microwave safe container. So on Mondays and Thursday mornings, we deliver all of our food. We start early in the morning. We're typically done by about 9:30. So our customers are able to pick up their meals anytime during the day, starting from 5:30 on. We send a text reminder, a notification once we make our deliveries. Most of our CrossFit gyms, they're only open during their class times, so our customers just need to go look at their website and kind of see what their class times are. We do have a handful that are open all day long, which are a little bit more convenient for our customers. So yeah, so our deadline is a couple of days before the delivery day. So we deliver on Mondays and Thursdays. Our deadline for Monday delivery is Thursday at midnight, and then our deadline for a Thursday delivery is Monday at midnight. Our customers go to our website, they choose their delivery method. We deliver to gyms, drop-off box, but we also deliver to homes and offices during that same delivery window. They go to our website, they choose their delivery method, they build their order. There's no minimums, no maximums. We are implementing a subscription model, but you still will be able to order a la carte. They choose their meals, they submit their order, and then their meals are at that drop-off spot or at their front door, whatever day they selected their delivery.
Awesome. So when they go through the process of ordering, they can choose what location is closest to them to pick it up at?
They can. Absolutely. Drop-off board, or they choose a home and office delivery. And we got about 15 options on our menu, and we rotate every couple of weeks. So there's always some fresh options coming down the pike as well.
Okay, cool. So now let's talk about the food separation and whatnot. So I noticed on the website it talked about, I think, a 4-day life shelf.
Yep.
But then, can you kind of tell them, obviously you got a chef that works for you. Can you kind of go into, how the food's prepared and who's preparing it and that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So first I'll kind of backtrack even a little bit further than that and kind of talk about how we source. So to try our hardest, we're a small business and we don't have a ton of buying power here yet. So it's a little bit harder for us to do like bigger operations like ours where they're able to, everything is organic across the board and that kind of stuff. But I mean, really the biggest thing for us is quality ingredients, and that's really where it all starts. So we make as many relationships as we can with local farmers. That's really the biggest thing for us is to support our local community, which kind of lowers our carbon footprint at the same time. So what we try to find are some local farmers. Most of our protein, I'd say 95% of our protein are from local farmers or local businesses, and they're all antibiotic free. They're all raised. All that kind of good stuff. So that's kind of where we start. Our produce is a little bit more of a challenge for us, especially in the winter months. So that's kind of what we're working on at the end of this summer is making some more relationships with local farmers so that we can get organic produce throughout the year. That's really what's preventing us from being able to say that we're all organic and all GMO free. So that's kind of a big deal for us. But yeah, we work very, very hard on sourcing high quality ingredients. So it starts there. We cook out of a commissary kitchen, which is a big shared kitchen in Denver out near the airport. Everything we do is local. I'm local. My chef is local, so we try to kind of support the local community, like I said, as much as possible. My chef is also from the Denver area. She's actually from the Western Slope. So her name is Emily. She's been my chef for over a year now. I also have a couple part-time prep cooks. And they kind of cook throughout the week. They cook Monday through Friday for the most part. We cook in bulk. And then we use vacuum sealed bags to preserve the food until it gets packed out about a day later. And then we have a pack out crew that comes in on Wednesdays and Sundays and individually packs out everything, weighs it all out, puts it in our microwave safe containers, and then we have a couple of part-time delivery drivers that deliver it on Mondays and Thursday mornings.
Wow, that's cool. Okay. So then, going into this type of business and putting it out there, what would you say for advertising? Probably, I mean, you already told us to CrossFit, but is there any other type of advertising would you say that's been working the best for you besides going to CrossFit
Yeah.
and events?
Yeah, so for me, that's really my biggest weakness as a business owner. One thing that sitting in a sea of cubicles for 12 years does not prepare you for is all of the different hats that you have to wear as a business owner. I am not creative at all. My stick figures are even hardly recognizable. So, from a branding standpoint and an advertising standpoint, that it's really as a really big challenge for me. I'm a solopreneur. This business, besides my kitchen crew, I've been a one-man band from the very beginning. So, like I said at the beginning, it wasn't hard for me. I didn't deal with a lot of the same challenges that other small business owners deal with when they first start up their business, and that's finding customers. Finding customers for me was super simple. It's changed a lot in 5 years. I have a lot of competition now, both local and national. And I have competition here that does exactly what I do. I have some brick and mortar stores that provide similar meals that I do. I have national companies that are shipping frozen meals. I have national companies that are shipping fresh meals. So now it's a lot harder to get my message out. Before my message was different. When I started this business, really again, it was more of I saw a need in the marketplace for something that I would be a customer of. It ended up working out because the market wanted what I had to offer. But now it's changed. I mean, now it's changed significantly. Now I have to be a lot more intentional with my marketing. Up until now, like I said, I've been a one-man band, and I've spent the majority of my time. I really, instead of creating a business, I created a job for myself, and the job that I created for myself was even more strenuous and stressful than my day job before that one. So, I spent most of my day doing $12, $15 an hour things that now I'm learning how to delegate those to other people and start focusing on bigger picture stuff, which is developing an actual marketing plan, which I didn't have up until now. Now most eyeballs are on Facebook, and that's really what I'm putting most of my effort into now. I'm building a Facebook group that is centered around eating more vegetables, which kind of we all really know. What I've done past 5 years and kind of how my message has changed is, I was 40 pounds overweight when I started this business and ended up gaining another 20 pounds after starting the business. About a year and a half into the business, realized that walking into a CrossFit gym, being 60 pounds overweight, trying to sell food to healthy people wasn't really the best business decision. So I decided to go on a health kind of journey myself and ended up losing the 60 pounds that I needed to lose. And ended up writing a story that I think is going to be important for me to tell to the rest of the world to be able to grow my business, not only here in Denver, but across state lines as well. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. I think most people when they decide to do business with a company, I think, if the business can tell a story that resonates with the customer, I think they're able to develop more long-term customers, and that's really what I believe I have. I have a story that will resonate with people who are in the same boat, and I think a lot of us are. A lot of us here, especially in today's day and age, the hustle and bustle, the go, everyone's up and going and running this way and running that way, and kids and activities. There's no time to eat healthy anymore, and that's really what people's main excuse was. That was what my main excuse was forever and ever. So that's really what has changed for me is my message. Again, not only just numbers on a scale, I feel like I've added 10 years to my life by changing what I'm eating, and it really starts with what you eat. And that's really what I'm going to start doing now is figuring out a way to tell that story and, tell it where people are. And right now, people are on Facebook.
I agree. That's great. It's definitely going local and staying local and helping local businesses is, I believe, is massive and tells a lot about people and other businesses. And it's amazing where Facebook is going. So so far your story, I'm so intrigued by it. And that's when we first started talking because I didn't know anything about you. Read your story and loved it, and now, knowing that you were around, this is going to be an exciting opportunity to share with other people. And kind of going further, since we're coming down to about our time limit here, what I wanted to do is a couple things. First off, you probably have a coupon or something that you can offer everybody. But what I would like to do is kind of hear what, if you have a discount coupon or a code or something like that where we can offer people. And then also, kind of give a little bit of advice on if somebody was listening to this and, they had a passion to start a business of any type, give one piece of advice that, if you would have known starting EatingPrimal, that you could have implemented. So, you know what I'm saying? So one piece of advice that could have changed, or that you learned that was a massive learning experience for you. So what type of offer do you have for people listening in today or watching this video or hearing this podcast? And what advice do you have to give somebody who's an entrepreneur looking to start a business or through a passion of theirs?
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm working with my web developer. We've got a pretty banging offer for the community. We're going to do a buy one get one free on your first order. So buy one meal, get your next meal equal or lesser value for free, and there's no maximum on that. So yeah, I mean, buy one get one free is the offer that we're going to give to the community. And let's see, what would I have done? What would I have done differently? So again, I mean, I was working a 9 to 5, and I needed that steady paycheck, and I think that really stunted my growth as an entrepreneur. I had a lot of great ideas over the course of the years, but that steady paycheck is important. So I guess that's really the first thing is I didn't realize that I was passionate about this until after I had walked through. I mean, it was really a need in the marketplace, and that's a good place to start. I mean, finding a community of people and solving a need, solving a problem of theirs is, in my opinion, the best place to be from starting a business. I with my business, I solved a problem that I personally was having. Again, my message and my why has changed throughout the years of this business, but when I started the business, I saw a need, something that I needed that I knew would make my life easier. And that's really, in my opinion, the best place to start a business from is find a community of people that are passionate about something, find a problem that they have, and solve that problem. I think that is the blueprint for a successful business. And I think if I would have kind of started from there and realized that the problem that I'm solving for people is one that has the potential to change lives, like it did mine. I think I think I would have been able to reach people on a different level if I would have started there from the very beginning. Solving someone's problem is a big deal, and people will pay money for that.
Awesome. So very inspiring story. I know I'm excited to try your food out as well. And everybody who's listening in or listening to the recording or watching the video that this is going to also create, so you guys know the offer again is buy one get one free, first time customers only, first time ordering. So if you're on there for the first time, you just want to try it out. I would say try out quite a few of them since you're going to get a few free. And also, if you have other questions, definitely, if you have time, write down the website is eatingprimal.com, so EATINGPRIMAL.com, eatingprimal.com. And you can also visit the website or the Facebook group for Denver Classified. We'll be posting a video and also a blog post about Eating Primal as well. And that's it. Hey, Joe, I appreciate you getting on here and sharing your story. It's very, very interesting that I never even known you being in the fitness industry in Denver for so long. So, I appreciate it, and we look forward to kind of catching up and touching base on your progress as the time goes on.
Awesome, Cody. Thanks very much for having me.
You bet.